Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to see that how we can install the Ubuntu operating system on VirtualBox inside our Windows 10 operating system. So many times there is a need that we have one operating system, let's say Windows 10 operating system installed on our machine, and we want another operating system also to be installed. So for example, we have some work related to our Linux and we want to install Linux on our Windows 10 operating system so that we can carry out the Linux work also inside our Linux operating system. So we have actually two ways to install the another operating system on our machine. So these are the two ways. We can either make our computer as dual boot machine or we can use the virtualization technique. So what is dual boot mechanism? In this, whenever we are starting or we power on our computer, we will be getting this type of menu where we have the Ubuntu operating system and the Windows 10 operating system, and we can choose between Ubuntu and the Windows 10 operating system to start. So if we select Ubuntu, then Ubuntu operating system will be invoked and we will get the interface of the Ubuntu machine only or the Ubuntu operating system only. If we start Windows 10, then we will get a full-fledged GUI of the Windows 10 operating system. But in case of the virtualization technique, in Windows 10 machine only, we will be installing another software called, let's say, VirtualBox or any other virtualization software, let's say VMware, and we can use the another operating system, let's say Ubuntu, in that Windows 10 operating system only. And we can either drag and drop or we can share the things between Windows 10 and this Ubuntu operating system. So we are not going inside what are the pros and cons of each of these techniques. Here our main motive is how we can install Ubuntu operating system on VirtualBox inside our Windows 10 operating system. So let's see. So to install the Ubuntu on Windows 10 operating system, we will be going through all these 4 steps. We will have to first download and install VirtualBox. Then we have to download the Ubuntu ISO file. Then we will create virtual machine on our VirtualBox. And after that, we will install our Ubuntu operating system inside our virtual machine. So before starting, let me give you a brief idea that what we are actually trying to do. So we have host hardware, that is, we have our CPU, we have our dedicated memory, and we have our other input-output devices which are installed in a computer. And we have our Windows 10 operating system, which is called host operating system. Now inside this Windows 10 operating system, we want to install our another operating system, that is Ubuntu in our case, right? So to install the Ubuntu operating system or any other operating system on this host operating system, we will be using the technique of virtualization. So here we will be needing a virtualization software which is called as hypervisor. So here we can use any virtualization software like VMware, or we can use the VirtualBox. So in our example, we will be using the VirtualBox. You can use VMware also. Now this VMware will be helping us to install the guest operating system. Now what is guest operating system? So in this case, we are installing the Ubuntu, a new operating system on our existing Windows 10 operating system. So Windows 10 is a host operating system and our Ubuntu, a new operating system, which is coming inside the home of this Windows 10. So this way, the Ubuntu operating system will be called as the guest operating system. In the same way, if we want to install another operating system, let's say Windows 8, then Windows 8 will also be a guest operating system because it is getting installed on our host operating system, which is called Windows 10. Likewise, we can install any number of operating system on this Windows 10. But before installing this guest operating system, that is Ubuntu, we have to create a virtual machine. Inside virtual machine, these operating system will be installed. So for, let's say, Ubuntu, we have one virtual machine. For installing the Windows 8, we have to create another virtual machine and so on. So now let's start with our first step, that is downloading and installing the VirtualBox. So for this, go to Google and type VirtualBox, and you will be getting the first link as Oracle VM VirtualBox. So you can just open it and now just go to downloads. Now as we want to download the VirtualBox, which can be installed on our Windows 10 operating system, So we will go to Windows host and automatically VirtualBox will be downloaded. So you can see it is of 103 MB size. Okay, so it is very small and now it is downloaded. So let me go to the folder where it is downloaded. So here it is my software. So I have downloaded the VirtualBox. So now let me just run it so that I can install it. So just double click it so that we can install this VirtualBox. So now it is preparing for install. So say next. Now say next. And here it is saying that just where it wants to create the shortcuts. So let me say just create startup menu entries and so on. You can just say next also. Okay. Now say proceed with the installation now. So say yes and then install. So it will take some time to install. So just wait till the time it gets installed. So now VirtualBox has been installed and here you can see it is saying start Oracle VirtualBox after installation. So I am saying okay, you can start and say finish. So now it will start the VirtualBox. So here you can see it is starting the VirtualBox. So here this is the interface of the Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so our first step is done, that is we have downloaded and installed the VirtualBox. That is we have done this work, that is we have downloaded and installed the hypervisor or the virtualization software. Now our second step is we have to download the Ubuntu operating system. Now here we will be downloading the ISO file of the Ubuntu operating system, that is our guest operating system in this case. So to download the Ubuntu operating system, just type Ubuntu and you can see Ubuntu latest version ISO file download. Okay, and now you got the first link, download Ubuntu desktop. So you just click it and here you can see we are getting the option to download the Ubuntu 20.04.2.0 LTS. So LTS is long-term support. So whenever you are downloading the Ubuntu ISO file, just download the LTS version. Okay, and here you can see we have the download button. So if I download this, the Ubuntu software will start to download. So it is taking some time. So yes, you can see it is 2.7 GB. Okay, so size is very big. So it will take some time to download. So I have already downloaded this Ubuntu ISO file. So let me cancel it. So you can see here that I have the Ubuntu ISO file. So it is Ubuntu 20.04.2.0 desktop -AMD 64. And you can see here it is disk image file. So disk image file are actually the ISO file only. Okay, so this has the extension as .iso file. So now our second step is also completed. We have downloaded the ISO file of the Ubuntu operating system. So we have installed the hypervisor, that is VirtualBox. We have downloaded the guest operating system, that is we have the Ubuntu ISO file, but we have not installed actually. Okay, now to install this Ubuntu operating system or the guest operating system, first we have to create the virtual machine on this VirtualBox, on this hypervisor. Okay, so let me create this virtual machine on the VirtualBox. Okay, so here is our VirtualBox. You can maximize or minimize from here. Okay, now to create the new virtual machine, just click this new button. Okay, now you can type the name of the operating system that you want to give. So I just want to give the name as Ubuntu. Okay, or you can write as Ubuntu 20 or anything. Now this has taken the machine folder name, that is the VirtualBox path automatically. Okay, so you need not to disturb it. And the next thing is type. So type of the operating system is Linux. So you can just keep it as such, and the version is Ubuntu 64-bit. Okay, although there are many other options, but you can just let it be. Okay, now say next. Now it is asking for the memory size. Okay, so the memory that you want to give to your virtual machine. So here you can see this is 8192 MB, that is nearly 8 GB. So out of 8 GB, I am giving, let's say, something around 3 GB. Okay, so this is 29, something like this, 3122. It is nearly about 3 GB. Okay, so now I say next. Now here is our VirtualBox manager or the VirtualBox interface. So you can maximize and minimize from here. So now we have to create the new virtual machine. For that, click here new, and now it is asking for the name. So I have to give the name of the virtual machine that I want to give. So I will give the name of the virtual machine, let's say as Ubuntu only. Okay, you can give any other name, Ubuntu 20 or something else. Now it has taken the path of the virtual box where I have installed the virtual box by default. So keep it as such. Then type of the machine that I will be installing, or type of the operating system that I will be installing on this virtual machine, it is taken as Linux, and version is Ubuntu 64-bit. Keep it as such. Now say next. Now the amount of the memory that I want to give to this virtual machine that I am creating, so it is asking for that. So just give it something like 3 GB nearly. Okay, or you can give more than that also, but let me give it as around 3 GB. Okay, so this is 3198 MB, so it is around 3 GB. Okay, so now say next. Now here it is asking me for the hard disk. So here it is saying create a virtual hard disk now. So let it be and say create. Now it is saying hard disk file type, it is VDI VirtualBox disk image. So let it be. And now it is saying storage on virtual hard disk, whether we want to allocate the data in the form of dynamically allocated, or we want to store the data on the our hard disk as fixed size. So just keep it as dynamically allocated. Now here it is asking for creating the virtual hard disk. Okay, so it is asking me for the file location. So just keep it as such, whatever it is giving us. And for the size of this virtual hard disk, just increase it to nearly 100 MB. Okay, so it will be like okay for me. So you can give more size also. So now say create. So now it has created a new virtual machine by the name Ubuntu. Okay, now there are some settings which we can do for this newly created virtual machine. So for that we can go to settings, and here we have the basic. So the name of this machine is Ubuntu. Okay, so we will leave it as such, and type and version we have already seen. We do not want to change it, so let it be. Now go to advanced. These are the two important things: share clipboard and drag and drop. So make them as bi-directional. Okay, here you can see inside drag and drop also there are many other options: host to guest, guest to host, and bi-directional. Keep it as bi-directional. Okay, so I will tell you what is the meaning of this share clipboard and drag and drop later on. Okay, so now let's go to description. So here you can write anything, or you can leave it as such. Disk encryption, let's leave it as such. Now go to system. So here you want to give some size for the base memory. So here you can see that it is saying that it controls the amount of the memory provided to the virtual machine. Okay, so if you assign too much, the machine might not start. So here you can see in the hint it is saying. So I have already given it as 3 GB. Okay, so some of the setting we have already done, and if you want to do more setting, so for this settings was there. Okay, so if you want to increase it, you can increase, or you can leave this as such. Now inside the processor, it is saying how many processor your virtual machine can take. So it controls the number of virtual CPUs in the virtual machine. Okay, so you can just give, let's say, 3. Okay, I'm giving just 3 CPUs to this virtual machine. So these CPUs are like the virtual CPUs. Okay, so you can leave other thing as such, and inside acceleration just leave it as such. Inside display you can leave everything as such. Okay, or if you are expert, you can just change them according to your use. So now say okay. Okay, so now my virtual machine has been created and I have done the necessary settings. So now we are done with the third step. Now the last step is we have to install this Ubuntu operating system inside virtual machine. That is, we have to install this guest operating system inside our newly created virtual machine. So let's see how we can do that. So to install the Ubuntu operating system, you will go to settings, and here you can see general systems display. These settings we have already done. So you can directly go to this storage option. So here you can see we are getting the controller ID option, then empty, then optical drive. So basically here we will be giving the path of the Ubuntu operating system. So for this you go to this empty. Okay, you just click this, and now here you are getting this CD icon, right? So you just click it, and here you can see we have the Ubuntu 20.04 2.0 desktop AMD64.iso file. So this is the same ISO file of the Ubuntu that we have downloaded. Okay, so you can click it, and if you're not able to see this Ubuntu ISO file here, you will be getting the option to browse. Okay, so you click it. Now you can say just OK, and you can see it is 2.68 GB, and we have seen that our ISO file was of 2.68 GB. Okay, so now say OK. So actually we have just given the path name of the Ubuntu operating system. We have actually not installed the Ubuntu operating system as such. For installing the operating system completely, we have to say now start. Okay, so now say start. Now here our interface is coming, and it will take some time. Okay, so our system is getting started to install this Ubuntu. So if you want to maximize from here, you can maximize also. Okay, so now this checking is now completed and no errors found. So it is on the path of installing this Ubuntu. So now it is asking for the try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu, and here we have the option to select the language. So I have selected the English, and I'm saying install Ubuntu. So you have to say install Ubuntu. And now it is asking for the keyboard layout. So you can just keep it as English US, or you can just detect the keyboard layout. It will ask some questions from you to detect your keyboard layout. Okay, so my keyboard is simply as English US. So I am saying this and say continue. Now it is giving me the option as what apps you want to install to start with. So I'm saying normal installation. Okay, and other options are downloading the updates while installing Ubuntu. So I will say yes, you install these updates, and I'm saying install the third-party software also, so that I need not to install them later on. Okay, so now say continue. So for this, as you know that to download the updates, you need internet connection. Okay, so just make sure that you have a good stable internet connection. So now say continue. Now it is giving me this option that erase disk and install Ubuntu. So you can just say install now. You need not to worry that your C drive, D drive of the Windows 10 operating system will be erased or something like that. There will be no such thing, because all these things are happening on the virtual hard disk, not your physical hard disk. So you can just say erase disk and install Ubuntu and say install now. Now it is saying that if you continue, changes will be written to the disk. So say continue. And now it is giving me the time zone. So here it is Kolkata, or I can change it to Delhi. So let me give Delhi, New Delhi, and say continue. Okay. Now here it is asking me for some of the names of our username and all. So let me give your name as Dilip. Okay, and your computer name, it has automatically taken as Dilip VirtualBox. So you can give some another name also. So let's say Dilip and then say Kumar. Okay, and pick a username. Okay, so you can give some another username also. Let's say DILIP. So it is not taking the capital letter. So let's say Dilip. Okay, and let's say space. It is not taking space. So say KUMAR space GANGWAR. Okay, Dilip Kumar Gangwar. Now choose a password. So let me give any password. Now let me confirm the password. So now it is saying require my password to login or login automatically. I will say require my password. So say continue. So now my installation of the Ubuntu operating system has been started, and I can maximize it. Okay, so it will take around 10 minutes to install the Ubuntu operating system. So you can wait for that time. So now our installation is complete. So we need to start the computer so that we can have the effect of this new installation. So we will say restart now. So this will start this only this machine, not our Windows 10 operating system. Okay, so this is restarting our machine, and it is saying please remove the installation medium, then press enter. So we will just press the enter. So just press the enter key, and here you can see it is restarting. So as our Ubuntu operating system has been installed, so now it is restarting it again. So my Ubuntu operating system is now getting started. So now here you can see the username, and this is the same username that I have given during the installation. So now I will say enter. Now it is asking me for the password. So I'm giving the same password that I have given during the installation. So here you can see my Ubuntu operating system has been installed and it has been started. Okay, so this is the interface of the Ubuntu operating system. So it is saying me these some of the things. So I can just say escape and just say next, and it is saying okay, send some report to like help developers and all. So I will say no, do not send any info. Okay, I will say next. And location services, I want to keep it off, so say next. And yeah, I can say done. Okay, so this is the main interface or the main window of the Ubuntu operating system as we get in our Windows 10 operating system, the main desktop. So this is the desktop of the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so this is our home folder and this is the trash. These are some of the other icons. Now here one thing to notice, this window is very small. Okay, this desktop of the Ubuntu operating system is very small and I want to make it large. Okay, so for this what we can do is we can go here and we can just press settings, and inside settings we can search for the display. Okay, so now just click display and I can just drag it here. So here you have to change the resolution. Okay, so now here it is by default 800 something, right? So you have to just drag it somewhere here. Okay, so it is 800 something. Now I can keep it somewhat more. Let's say you can try for your own screen. I will say let's say 1152 into 864. Okay, so now say apply and it will say keep changes. Yes, so you can see my screen has been increased, the size has been increased. Now I can make it more bigger. So let's say it is 1152 something, so let me keep it as 1280 and say apply. Okay, so again I can make it more bigger, so you can experiment it according to your size. Okay, so let me take it to 1360 and say apply, keep changes. Okay, so this way you have increased the size. You can make it more bigger according to your requirement. So now my Ubuntu operating system has also been installed inside the VirtualBox on the Windows 10 operating system, and I have also told you that how you can increase the size of this desktop of the Ubuntu operating system. Now let's say you want to copy something from this Ubuntu operating system to your Windows operating system, or you want to copy from Windows 10 to your Ubuntu operating system, any file or folder, or you want to drag and drop any file and folder to and from your Windows 10 to Ubuntu or Ubuntu to Windows 10. Then for that you need to do some of the settings, or you need to run some commands. So first of all you need to open your terminal, open in terminal, and then you have to run some of the commands. So here are the commands. You first run sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade, and then this is the third command. So you can run these commands, and after that you run this thing, that is install guest edition CD image. So I will tell you what is this guest edition. So first run this sudo apt update. So go here and just type sudo apt update. Okay, so it will ask for your password. Now it will take some time. So it is installed. Now sudo apt upgrade. So it is also installed. Now let's run this third command. Okay, so this will not get copy pasted for this time. Okay, so I will just write the whole command here. So I have written the command and now I will hit enter. So in my system it didn't take any time, but in your system it will take time. So in my system I have actually run this command earlier also, so all the packages have already been installed. Okay, otherwise if you are running it for the first time, so this command or the sudo apt upgrade also, it will take some time for installing. Okay, so now you can go to the next step. Next step is install guest edition CD image. Okay, so for this what you have to do, you can now close this terminal. Okay, so for this you go to disk devices. Okay, and here we have the insert guest addition CD image. Okay, so actually I am doing it for the second time. Okay, I have done this for the first time earlier. So I will do some settings. Here I will remove disk from virtual drive because I am doing it for the second time. So sometimes this is the option and you have to close it, remove disk from virtual drive. Okay, then only you say force unmount, and now you can freshly come to insert guest addition CD image. Okay, so you click it and it will ask for running. Okay, so you can say vbox. Okay, so this is saying cancel and run. I will say run. Okay, so it is asking for the password. So now it will take some few minutes. Okay, so now you have to press the enter key to close this window. So just press enter. Okay, now you just power off this machine and say power off, and do not restart, say power off. So it will now power off the machine, and now you can again restart your this virtual machine. So I have restarted my virtual machine, so it is getting restarted. Now let's enter the password. Now you will see that if I want to copy something from Windows 10, say I want to copy, let's say sudo apt update this thing. Okay, and let me restart this browser, and let's say if I copy this, see I have copied this thing successfully, and we can do other thing also. Okay, and let's say if I am copying something from here, now let me write virtual box. Okay, and let's say I just copy from here and I want to copy in Windows 10. So I go to Windows 10 and inside Notepad, let's say I want to copy something. Now inside this I want to copy. See, I am successfully copying it. Okay, this way you can copy anything from one point to the another, and for this you have to keep these settings. That is, you have to keep these settings as the bi-directional, that is this share clipboard and drag and drop. You can drag and drop also. Okay, so this is the host to guest, guest to host, or disabled, or any bi-directional. Okay, so this was all about this video. So I hope you have liked the video. If you have any comment, query, suggestion, please write down into the comment box, and please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.